Mevrouw de minister, dames en heren. Minister, ladies and gentlemen. A very special welcome to the Tropium Museum. I do this in English because I also want to welcome especially our invited guests from abroad who joined us today for this important event. Looking around, I'm impressed and even a little proud by the fact that such a diverse group of people, national and international scholars, curators, writers, activists, heritage, museum professionals, representatives from diverse stakeholder communities, representatives of several ministries, and even a full cabinet minister, such a group come together in our museum for a conversation around a single theme, let alone around this particular theme, the slavery past and its legacies. I think it is fair to say that this event is unprecedented in many ways. Our Minister for Education, Science and Culture, Jet Bussemaker, will, after me, elaborate a little bit on the question why it is important to understand, research and discuss the slavery past today. And many of our invited speakers will add to that, also offering their own personal reflections in response to the questions that we've set out in the program. But one may ask, why do you, as a museum, organize such an event? But for us, taking up this initiative here at the Tropium Museum comes quite naturally. We at the National Museum of World Culture, of which the Tropium Museum is a part, feel it as our responsibility as a museum to play an active role in current debates that deal with matters of diversity, identity, othering, migration and others. We feel that responsibility also because we were formerly the Colonial Museum here in this building, a museum that emerged from and was shaped by the colonial past. So we are very aware that the legacies of the colonial past impact how we see the world today as a society. We believe that a museum with this history and this collection can play an important role, actually should play an important role in addressing these colonial legacies today. So we believe that we have a role to play in opening up the minds and eyes of people that visit the museum and let them see the world they share with others. And this is a world shaped by the slavery past. To understand this world is to understand that colonialism and slavery is the inheritance of us all. Of course, in different ways, but it's an inheritance of us all. And it has created unequal relationships and underpins practices of discrimination and racism, legacies which still live on today. That's why we took up the initiative today. We hope that you will experience our program as full and rich, and that it will lead to open conversations, even if sometimes uncomfortable. We hope it will inspire us all, and inspiration is something that we as a museum especially welcome, because we are preparing for the refurbishment of the permanent displays of the Tropium Museum. And one very, very central aspect of our new display will be dedicated to the colonial and slavery past. So we hope to learn many things today that will help us in the process towards that new gallery. I want to close, ladies and gentlemen, by highlighting the fact that we have chosen the word conversations or dialogues in our program and not debate. Dialogue implies listening. It gives room to considering possible perspectives, whereas debate highlights conflicting opinion and stimulates division. It is in this spirit of dialogue that we think as a museum sensitive issues can be best addressed and brought forward. And for us, this is in fact an ongoing conversation to which we are committed. Working with partner organizations such as NINSE and the Netwerk Slavernijverleden, among others, we want to stage a similar event to today, perhaps every year, to come together to discuss the slavery and colonial past and their legacies for our changing societies. And that's why we're also part of the Global Slavery Curatorial Project, which is an international network of scholars and curators thinking about how to represent the slavery past in a museum context. So this is not a one-off event to tick a politically correct box. We will be seeing each other and talking to each other again and again and again. But now, today, I hope you will have an inspiring conversation and dialogue. Thank you very much.